Hey guys, it's Steve Izzard. I know it's been a while, but the long story short is, you see, I ended up having to move houses, and it's been rough, and I haven't been able to, upload. So, I'm just getting back into the groove, getting settled in, getting all my stuff together, and I might as well kick it off. Oh yeah, you see that Chrono Trigger on my channel anymore? Yeah, I don't either. So let's start with the series. And yeah, I actually got a Final Fantasy up today, so that'll be good. And we're gonna start off with this. This is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, one of my favorite games of all time. Now, I might be a bit rusty because I haven't played the first cases in a while, but we'll see what happens. So, episode 1, the first turnabout, let's just go right into it. Should I like... I didn't really want to talk during all that, but so anyway, I guess I'm gearing up for a trial or something. What's up, Chief? Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Yep. It's because I'm the main character. That's always why. There's a truck outside just now. I think it was loud. Ooh. So apparently we knew the defendant for this case. Oh, and he's one of the reasons I became an attorney. This is Mia. She's this hot chick who's our employer. Well, she's nice, Death, despair. It's like Danganronpa, kind of. Just, I don't know. Reminds me of it. Yeah, he wants to die. It's like I tried to record this yesterday, but I was having some like problems with my microphone or something. I need to get a new headset. Cause yeah. And I feel sick right now too. But whatever. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Not doing that, boys. Who did this? You gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Justin Bieber. Because he was all like, baby, baby. Took her away. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case, fairly simple one. That's nice. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Ew. The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. So he's like me. I got pretty bad luck myself. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, and I own one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Oh yes, we are. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. You're going to see this judge through the whole game, too, so get used to him. Prosecution is ready. The, defense is ready. I sound like a drunk or something. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. Hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Yep. Bet it is. Bet it is, Phoenix. Hands are shaking in more ways than one. Ha! The test will consist of a few simple questions. Yeah, I already know all the answers to these, though. Defendant is Larry Butts. My cat just jumped up on my TV stand. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? That would be Cindy Stone. See, he forgot, but I didn't. Yeah, so if you click the court record button, you get all your information on your stuff. You get, autopsy report and all that. This is where all your evidence is going to go, essentially. Evidence, hence, Then you got your profiles, you got, all your information, and there's Cindy Stone, the victim. And, yeah, you're going to use that court record pretty much for the entire game. Pretty much anything they try to explain, I'll just sum it up real quick because I can probably do it faster than you can. The cause of death was obviously hit with a blunt object. It's a running theme in this game, I think. Lots of deaths in Phoenix Wright consist of a blunt object to the head. Just saying right now. A lot of them do. Like, I don't know, that's in, like, a lot of the games, too. Usually the death is due to a blunt object to the head. Now it's an inside joke between me and my friend. Blunt object to the head. Every time. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. I guess it's a quick, efficient way to take someone out, You don't have to, like, stab them and then, like, stab them again to make sure they're dead. Just one hit over the head, clonk them over the head and they're as good as dead, pretty much. And my cat is up on my desk right now. Here, I'll just put him in my lap. Good lord. God, the music sound is going to be so inconsistent because I don't have the volume very high. I am, like, sick. I can feel it, man. I'm supposed to go to Florida tomorrow because I got to take my sister to college, so... It sounds so weird to say, Mr. T. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do? And you do not want... She is right about this. Basically, the witnesses, or the prosecution will call witnesses. They're going to testify. The gist of it is you're supposed to find contradictions in their testimonies. That's pretty much the gist of it, but they're going to explain it slower, but I just did, so. Is it true the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, I like this shit coming up. Hey, watch it, buddy. Romeo, Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. God, didn't they all? Yeah, that's what I just said. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. That's dumped, man. What you describe is generally what would mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Yeah, this is one of my favorite lines coming up in the whole series. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it. Lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. What he's doing is trying to create a motive for Larry to, because I guess prosecutors are all just dicks who have to get a guilty verdict, regardless of the defendant's guilt or guilty or innocent. But I guess it's their job, but at the same time, you have to think, The victim was a model, did not have large. Here we go. It appears she had several sugar daddies, if you know what I mean. Sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. She was a schloot. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? She's a schloot, right? I don't really want him to answer that question. You're right, Mia. Let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. Gonna die. Just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife. You know, he's kind of honestly stupid. I mean, anyone would have the common sense not to say this stuff. But this is a Phoenix Wright game, and trials in Phoenix Wright are never, accurate, let's say. My cat is in the awkwardest position possible. I'm like in half crisscross applesauce. Like one of my legs is in my chair, one of them's hanging down, and then my cat's just kind of sitting in the middle of it. It's strange. Well, did you or did you not? English, mother. Do you speak it? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. See, you don't do this in court, I'm telling you. And there's no jury, by the way. I thought I should mention that. That signal, though. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. The defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. The man who found the victim's body. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. T. Payne. The prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Always with the newspapers. Please bring Mr. Frank Shaw. I just call him Mr. Witt because I don't know how to say his name. Sowit. Hey, it's the guy in the first cutscene who's clearly the murderer. I mean, okay, if you can't piece that together, you're stupid, I'm sorry. Mr. Witt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yeah. Wow. My sick voice actually kind of works with that. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Here we go. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Well, you just contradicted yourself right there, man. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. Clover, oh my god, my cat. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. I can, though. Why wasn't the phone at the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Weren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function. It's cordless, so wouldn't a cord phone work worse than a cordless phone? I don't know. We have smartphones now, so we don't have that problem. The phone that Mr. Witt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. I sounded like an idiot. And it's added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. What? Your Honor? This is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. gaze. Lies? What is he? He was lying? Your client isn't, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Well, I think he's guilty. Doesn't even know what a damn sugar daddy is. You hold the evidence. Good lord, I need to stop talking. Basically, you're gonna present evidence to parts of their testimony that contradict it. So, yeah. And that's the gist of this game. Phoenix Wright in a nutshell, evidence is God. Well, we'll begin this witness account next time. I gotta see how this video came out, but yeah, we'll begin this next time, so yeah. See you guys.